Hello and welcome back to Axis and Allies. This is going to be my fourth Allies placement game against Dutch Sandstorm. Just going to do my standard, and of course the standard safe 9 and 12 here from the Russians, and hopefully Russia gets some good luck. If it goes well enough, I might even do a Kill Japan game. A free nation Kill Japan. Alright. Good luck. Okay. Wow. Infantry popped off there. Okay, that's about an I think that's average, dead on average result. So hopefully Ukraine goes well. Yeah, I'm just going to wipe out the material here. Shame I got 3, I'd prefer to get 2, but it is what it is. Would have been nice to save those tanks. Okay, I mean it might be just a standard kill Germany, we'll see. I'm going to commit the AA here. Okay. And just do the standard that I normally do with Russia here. Now who knows, maybe I'll still do Kill Japan with the UK and the Americans here. It really does depend what Germany's going to do on its turn. Who knows, maybe this battleship will survive somehow. Okay. Right. Yeah, 2 tanks, 4 infantry. Okay, yeah. Alright, so that's the end of Russia round 1, and I'll be back with UK round number 1. Okay, UK round number 1. Germany bought 2 artilleries, a bomber, 5 infantry and 1 tank. Took Karelia. Killed the destroyer in 2017, took Transjordan and lost 1 infantry. I took Ukraine back. He lost 3 infantry and a tank. So I'm very happy with that, of course. And he attacked season 7, and he has a cruiser and a sub left. I did notice that he did deploy his bomber in Italy, which means I can safely sneak the UK bomber into Yakut. I think 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I go there and then he goes. Yeah, so this bomber is safe now to go to Yakut, which is excellent because I actually want to do a Kill Japan game, because I'm kind of getting a little bored of killing Germany every single time. So it's not ideally in the best condition for me to go for a Kill Japan. I'd prefer if Transjordan he had failed, and obviously if he had ignored the destroyer as well, I would send that down here as well. But if I can keep the fleet safe and the transports, it does give me some extra attack power on protecting Africa, because he's going to invest. I could take the battleship out with 2 fighters and a bomber, which I do sometimes, but I don't want to. I want to take the Indian fleet here and the Australian one, combine them into 30 with a transport for the 2 units, combine them. Obviously the Japanese do have favourable odds to wipe this out, but he's got to make a choice. And the thing is, I'm going to leave him very tough targets now, because I've left this here as well. So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move the infantry across 5, 6, 7 different targets. So the idea is that if he wants to go all in, he has a 68% chance to wipe out whatever is in there. But I still have a 1 in 3 chance of doing a lot of damage, like a lot of damage to him. And also, it actually has the potential of dissuading him from hitting Pearl here, so it actually saves the American fleet, which is what I want. Because this is a more costly battle for the Japanese here. He can get these 2 fighters, this fighter and this fighter. So it's 4 fighters, a battleship and a carrier. He's going to be taking losses. Well, he should take losses. I've got 2 fighters at the end of the day, and obviously 2 cruisers, so that's a lot of firepower. So hopefully I can rely on them to do some damage if he goes for it. And the idea is to obviously make these trades as hard as possible. And I'm actually going to leave this transport in 34, so he has to commit 1. He can't do it all, right? So actually no, he's got 8 targets, because there's going to be an empty transport here. But if he notices, if he understands what's going on, he can actually hit the transport here with this bomber that he's put there. Who knows, maybe he predicted that outcome, but I need to take trans back. I'm going to transition all these units to trans, have this guy sit in Rhodesia to have a potential counter-attack against the tank if he blitzes it across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean technically I can't counter it. If he can blitz the tank across relatively safely, which will cause problems because obviously my fighters are going to be occupied here. Yeah, there's no way of getting any air support. Okay, but that's fine. So I'm going to opt for, this isn't the normal buy that I do for killing a Japan game. With all, I'm not doing an all 3 nation one. The Russians are going to have minimal influence on this. But if the trades go horribly for the Japanese here, I might commit some Russian tanks. So I'm going to go for 1 infantry, 2 artillery for India, 2 fighters. I'm going to have 2 fighters in the UK here, and then these 2 fighters, if there is 2 left after this combat, they're going to sit on Iceland, and then I can send 4 fighters to West Russia. Because obviously the UK is not going to be here to bog down some German units on the west coast here. So yes, I think I'm happy with this. This might bite me. This might come back to bite me, but it's what it is. This transport here. Now I do want this transport to sit in 23, so that I can move the American units to French West Africa. And have a cruiser and a destroyer to protect from this bomber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so this transport I might have to leave for the Russians to deal with. I might just have the Russians take Ukraine and Karelia, and I might commit an infantry and artillery to try and take Belarusia here. This is a must take for Russia, so yeah. 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Besides that, the only combat I'm doing is Transjordan. I gotta be careful though. I don't want to leave India too weak, because you can actually just hit it with 2 infantry and obviously 1, 2. 2, 3. Yeah, 3 fighters. Yeah, 3 fighters and a battleship, 1 infantry and artillery, which... Okay, so with deployment, I'm actually going to deploy a fighter into India just to give it a little bit more defense. Because obviously I'm taking units out of India. And you can still hit it with 2 infantry and obviously 3 fighters and a battleship, which I don't really want to blunder India on round 1. Which is fine because I'm going to take France. Because he left it open. I'm just going to sack a transport for it. Doesn't really bother me. I'm going to have to leave it on standard carrier keep because he could hit it. If I have my carrier to die before my planes, he might pop my carrier and then retreat. And then I lose 2 fighters, which would suck. Alright, okay. Good luck to the UK. Alright. Nice and simple. Bomber let me down, and the sub hit, which is a little bit frustrating. Yeah, okay. I want the bomber for India. Or do I sack it? No, I think I need it because I want to put as much pressure on his unguarded transports as possible. I'm gonna do try to do a team up maybe. Have the UK bomber's gonna sit in India so it guards these 2 tiles, and then I might sneak the American one to Alaska and guard these 2. Put as much pressure on Japan as possible, so I'm gonna have to sack a fighter, I think. That sucks. I mean, the bomber missing round 1, that's a bit bitter, of course. So yeah, pick up 2 guys here. The transport with the 2 infantry might make the target a little bit more juicy for him to hit. I've had games where Japan's gone for it and it's completely backfired. So hopefully this does pay off here. He might be able to take it. So in that case then, he's going to have... He can get a max defense. I might be able to take it back. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, I'm going to move an infantry forward from India here. infantry here has a 1 in 3 chance of taking India on his turn. It's not game over if he takes it, because I do have a counter attack. I'm going to have a tank. I'm going to have a tank, and obviously the remnants of this. He can't hit this and this, so this fleet will be alive. The fleet should be strong enough to take out the fleet. You can get battleship carrier. It's going to cost him planes, so probably if he positions his planes well, this plane, he would have to ignore Pearl. This plane will sit here, so you'll probably have battleship carrier and a destroyer and a fighter. He might be able to squeeze this fighter or this fighter, which my fleet should be able to handle. Then I can have 2 infantry, a tank, a bomber on India, so I should be able to retake it back if he succeeds. It's not completely game over. At the end of the day, this is a huge profit for the Allies, even if he does win. I'm pretty sure, because he's got to commit. He's got to sack fighters, because most likely I'm going to get 2 hits in the first round. So he's going to have to sack 2 fighters. Well, at least one fighter to keep an infantry to try and take it. So it's not, the game's not over if he takes India. It's not ideal, of course, but okay. So yeah, you would say and transports. Okay, I think I spent enough time on this turn here. A is going to die first. Planes will die before the carrier. Both heavily costly battles. Should be costly for the Japanese. At the end of the day, the dice decide the outcome. I would never take a 1 in 3 chance to take India, though opponents have done against me in the past and have succeeded. Right, anyway. Yeah, this bomber's not going to hit this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nowhere to land. Oh, I'm happy with this. So you have a fighter. It does suck losing the fighter over here. It's a bit... not first rounding that combat, it's a little bit ridiculous, but it's fine. It is what it is. Okay, that is the end of UK round 1. And I'll be back with the USA round number 1. USA round 1. I did not want to log in and see the result. That is so insane. I cannot believe he got a result like that. I have never seen it sway so heavily. That is a... that is an outstanding result the Japanese could have got. I cannot believe that. He lost only 1 fighter. I got 2 hits. I'm guessing he must have 1-rounded me. What? That's insane. 1, 2, 5. Six hits. What? So I'm supposed to believe this guy got 6 hits in the first round. That's insane. That is insane. Four fighters. Every single ship. If he got it in the first round, every single ship hit in the first round. And I only got 2 hits out of a max of probably 2 rounds. And the thing is that his land combats were outstanding as well. Pretty much minimal losses. I mean, I got hit back, sure, but I have not seen the UK this weak in a long time on round 2. And the thing is that he bought a further 2 fighters. He has 7 fighters to his name. I cannot believe that. 7 fighters round 1. Because he only lost 1. The rest landed in French Indochina. That is so bad. I think I have to just go back to do it. I was planning on doing a kill Japan game, but I mean, the UK doesn't have anything. I have to retain everything I have now. I'm gonna have to try and somehow figure out getting a fleet in season 8, which will probably take time. So I'm probably going to spend round 2 and round 3 just building planes for the UK. Just get a massive air force. That's ridiculous, man. I was waiting for this guy to have his turn because he spent like, because I was playing some other games. This guy spent like half an hour thinking of what to buy, and he spent like another 10 minutes before he confirmed his attacks. So he was clearly thinking very hard about, and it paid off so well. So on average, he would have a carrier, a fighter, and a battleship left over. He got a 7.4% result and only lost 1 fighter. He wasn't even far off of the best result of losing nothing. So, I mean, that could have probably happened. Okay, so anyway, besides that, at least the US fleet's intact. So, I guess we're happy about that one. Wow. So yeah, I'm just gonna go kill Germany. Wow. I can see this game turning very badly for the UK. After that, I mean, Germany's investing into Africa. India's probably going to fall relatively soon. He has so much air power, that's insane. If he's aggressive with his Germany, he could probably get a max of 7 fighters into like West Russia or something, or Caucasus. So yeah, I gotta, that's mental. So what I'm going to do then is just do my standard US buy. Which is a carrier, 2 transports, and a destroyer. Do I really get another one? I've got 3 to my name. Right, so I'm thinking of 2 infantry, 2 transports to destroy an aircraft carrier, all going into 11 and the eastern coast here. Yeah, gotta be careful because I'm abandoning the Pacific here, so I've got to be careful he doesn't point cap me by taking India. He has 7 fighters. He has 7 fighters. I cannot believe that. That's insane. I reckon he has... India might fall at least round... probably round 3, right? Maybe even round 4. That's insane. The thing is, I was thinking of, you know, keeping at it with the Americans here, but all he needs is 2 carriers and a fighter, and his fleet will consist of 4 carriers, 8 fighters, and is at its max capacity. Well, not as max, but you know what I mean. That's 4 carriers and 8 fighters. I'm not interested in wasting the Americans' time. After that, I cannot believe that. Guaranteed, if this fight was replayed, he would not get that outstanding result again. I've never seen it. I've never seen it this heavily in this. I understand it's in Japan's favour to win the battle, but to lose 1 fighter, that's where I call it a bit insane. A bit insane. Yeah, so that's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm just going to have to do full kill Germany here. This transport's dead, I'm pretty sure. He can commit anything he wants to take it out. But then that, whatever he commits is out of position, or he just stays there with the carrier. He could do that, I suppose. I've only got a fighter to really contend against this. Actually, the fighter I can't even reach, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. You might just leave the carrier there, hit it with the fire. So I might see if I can like pick up a couple dudes and try and take East Indies. Maybe I can get something out of this. Otherwise it just dies. It's either that or I'll just use it to try and take Egypt or snipe the tank, maybe. Anyway. Oh dear. There's going to be no combat from the US here. Normally I'd go to 13, but there's no fleet. There's nothing the US have to really do anything that aggressive at the moment. He's got 4 fighters and a bomber. Yeah, so there should be... I'm going to leave this for the Russians here. His battles were so successful in China that I can't even consider hitting him with these infantry, so just going to flee, have this fighter come here. I'm probably going to move this fighter down to Western Australia, send it to India, and yeah, I think that's it. That's mental. It's absolutely mental, man. I wish I just did my standard UK moves and just fleet to 33 and 41 now. Losing those 2 fighters suck. Damn, if the sub hit, wow, that would have made, I don't know, that probably would have made things complicated. But the carrier was going to be the last thing to die anyway. He knows what he's doing, so. Yep, that is certainly less than ideal, that's for sure. Who knows, he might pull off that insane maneuver the other guy did. Hit this with a tank. No, he can't, it's too early for that. This is literally the best case scenario a Japanese could want, really. That's insane. I might consider getting bombers with the US here. Maybe we'll see. I mean, the UK can recover from that eventually. I think the Allies can recover slightly better than the Axis. I don't feel so sure about that now. This fighter's reserved take out this transport here. 2 infantry fighter, infantry artillery, do I do a tank rusher? Tank rush is pretty scary for Germany. The problem is that I couldn't retain the tanks from Ukraine, so I don't know. Let's give it a go. Gives the Russians a little bit more movement. If I failed to take Ukraine, he has 7 tanks, infantry and artillery, a bomber on this target, so I'd be forced to give it up, which is less than ideal. So I might send 2 infantry and artillery and then 2 infantry to plane. So as in hindsight, the UK should really deal with this, but he had a pretty decent German round, so at least Russia gets some free points here. Maybe I'd be aggressive then. 23, 25, best case scenario 27, 29, 31. Maybe get a fighter, or it will allow myself to get in a tank at least. Two infantry, artillery. I was, not that it matters. I was thinking, if he had somehow succeeded taking India, I'd actually send Russian forces down, because Russia's in an okay position right now. So I don't have any artillery. That's fine. I have tanks. So I think this should be fine. If it all goes well, that's 31 points for Russia. That's too much. Let's wait. Yeah. Flee. I'm just going to flee. Yeah, I'm going to flee. I'm not going to leave any units behind. Got to keep up with these guys here. Okay. This is probably overcommitting, but you never know with twos. And hopefully the fighter pops this round one. Yeah, round one. Okay, good luck to the Russians here. Very nice. Very nice. Nice and simple so far. Can we get 3 for free? Very nice. Beautiful. Hey, maybe the Russians will carry the UK this game. Okay then. So, yeah, that's nice and protected now. Maybe, do I try and force him to put tanks in Ukraine here? I could sack... he could pick up an infantry and artillery. So he could attempt a stack. So since he can do that, I'm probably just going to save the A gun. Yeah, he could pick up... he could pick up the tank and infantry. Best case scenario, he has 5 infantry, 9 tanks in Ukraine. Oh, is that enough to keep me off Caucasus? Maybe. It's fine. Let's see if this guy goes for 1 tank. On these 2 infantry. Got PTSD from that previous Allies game. Alright, that is Russia's go. Yeah, nothing to concern the Russians here. Put the tank there instead. Yeah, let's try a tank Russia. It's been a while since I've done that. Alright, so that's the end of Russia round 2. Man. And I'll be back with the UK round number 2. Alright, UK round number 2. So Germany bought 2 tanks, 10 infantry. 2 tanks, 8 infantry into Germany, and then 2 infantry into Italy here. Combat, blitzed Egypt. He killed the transport in 2008 and the transport in 34, which is unfortunate. Looks like this Kill Japan game's completely crumbled so far. But he attacked Ukraine, lost 2 infantry, which I'm happy about. Took France back, lost an infantry. Took Karelia, no units lost, and he failed to take Belarusia, losing another 2 infantry. So that was a pretty rough round for the Germans here. So for UK, I'm thinking of 1 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 tank for India, an aircraft carrier for season 8, and then a fighter for season 8. So he stacked France for the purpose of having all of his aircraft able to hit season 8. yeah. Which obviously he's preparing to, you know, wipe out my fleet. But I'm going to use this opportunity to try and bait him to hit my fleet. Because I can get a straight coin flip battle. Whether or not he would take it, that's up to him. I was thinking of getting some transports, but I thought there's no point, because if he wins the coin flip, then I just lose transports for no reason. So I want him to hit my fleet here, because I have pretty decent odds of winning the battle and also doing a load of damage to the German Air Force here. And on a Kill Germany game, if Germany loses its Air Force, it becomes very, very hard for Germany to defend itself and trade in the future. Because once it's gone, Germany's going to be playing catch up, or he can't afford to get aircraft because he needs infantry on the ground. So I'm happy with this, that he's kept some units behind and they're not going towards Russia. There's less pressure on Russia here, so I'm gonna stick the small American fleet to 8. So there'll be an American destroyer, American cruiser, UK cruiser, aircraft carrier, and 2 fighters. Now I've been asked to explain my defense profiles. I might make a video going into some of my defense profiles, because I have a lot. Some of them I don't remember, so I'm probably have to relearn my own defense profiles here. But like I said, some of these profiles are built for certain situations, and this is one of them, which is this one here. Now this one, what I want to have the most odds is the carrier to die before the cruiser, and then the fighters to die after the cruiser. Because normally I stick with the standard defense profile, like this one for example. This is one of my standard profiles, is to have cruisers to die before carriers. It's I don't know, I guess it's a flavour thing maybe, but I prefer, like, even though cruisers attack at 3 and defend at 3, aircraft carriers are more inefficient, but they're more valuable in the naval combat scene, really. Cruisers only really give you a bombard. I'll probably explain it more if I make a video on it, but this is my standard. I have my cruisers to die before my carriers, and if there's land that my planes can land on, I'll select this doctrine here, this profile, so that if my carrier dies, the planes will just simply land on a nearby island, for example. So yeah, for this situation, I want the aircraft carrier to die before the cruiser, and then the cruiser before the fighters. So I'm trying to be as efficient as possible and increase my odds as much as possible, basically. So, and from the way I understand the game, I think the US also has to follow suit, I think, which is fine, because the US is not in naval combat with the Japanese here, so I can safely, or even land combat, I think. Yeah, anyway, that is that. I think I'm happy with this. I've left a note here for the US to take Northern here. With 1 infantry, the rest of the units are just going to simply move across the desert here. So there is technically 1 transport you can pick off, but the Americans can afford transports. Okay, this guy needs to come down. Better not forget that. Besides that, I think that's everything. I'm just simply gonna blitz Egypt, I think. So it's going to move up. Okay, so what I'll probably have to do is, once the Americans are established here, I have to retreat, I think. I might be able to afford to retreat 1 infantry. You can hit me with a tank. Well, if he wants to go full attack power, you can hit me with a tank, infantry, artillery, and a bomber, and a battleship bombard. I'm not sure. I think I'm gonna have to think. I'm gonna have to see if he can have decent pressure on India around 3. Okay, so I'm gonna have to retreat here. I want to try and dead zone Burma, so we can't stack it with everything he has. He can get 6 infantry, 3 artillery, and a tank on the initial stack. I can get a 60% battle. Oh, hang on. I lie, I forgot the bomber. I can get an 84% chance to wipe out Burma if he attempts to stack. I have to retreat here. Unfortunately, India is slightly more. I think it's slightly more important than Africa. It's fine. The Americans are here. The Americans. We might be able to block him off. Maybe if I become desperate for the African defense here, I might get an IC for Union of South Africa. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think the UK can afford it because I'm gonna have a fleet here anyway. It'll become a problem if I lose Africa. Because if it goes late game, the game is kind of decided on who owns Africa, I think. As well as it being the majority of the UK's income here, so hopefully I can just bulk down Japan on India for hopefully 3 more turns, maybe if I'm lucky. Yeah, unfortunately I have to retreat here. As much as I want to stay here, he has too much. Can't step forward, or obviously that's suicide, so gotta come back. Besides that, I think that's everything here. Yeah, I've left a note here. This US fighter needs to come up here because I want the UK fighter to stay in India here, so I have the most attack power available on Burma. I think that's everything. I'm just going to sack this infantry. He wants to take Trans, that's fine. He has decent attack power on Transjordan, so I can't leave a small force there. Just have to keep it a nice little blob. Okay. Alright. So the cruiser, infantry move up. You're retreating, you're coming to India, sir. These guys... It's fine, he only has... Okay. So I need 4 fighters to sit in West Russia this turn, so there's going to be 2 Russian, 1 UK and 1 American. This fighter must sit here. Infantry, artillery, and a battleship bombard. I will leave it open for him if he wants to do that. We have a sub and a fighter on 64 if he sends a battleship there. Okay, whatever. This should be fine. If he's going to take Alaska, then he can't send an extra 2 infantry to Burma. So the Burma attack, the Burma stack that he can form will be weaker, of course. So if he wants to take Alaska, sure. Okay. Depending on how the events occur over here, I might be able to get away with sending 2 infantry down from Russia to help defend India. But I don't know if I can afford that, because Germany's right on the doorstep now. Okay. Four, 3, yeah, that's fine. 2, yeah, this tank can hit this. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Well, we're on catch up. Pretty significant one. Well, it's not as bad as it was, but Japan losing absolutely nothing, pretty much, in this combat has inflated Japan's attack power quite a bit. So, alright, so that's the end of UK round 2. And I'll be back with the USA round number 2. Alright, USA round 2. The Japanese bought 4 infantry and 3 transports. So he's up to 5 transports, which is where you want to be as Japan, I'm pretty sure. Round 2 though, that's a bit early, but we'll see. He might be doing it to stack Burma this turn, and this transport with this fleet is probably going to go to Hawaii. So he's going to probably try point snipe me, I think. Maybe that's why he's done this as well, so he can actually land his planes there. We'll see. I mean, if he moves a fleet here, I might be able to build a big enough fleet here to counter this. If that's the case, I might move the aircraft carrier destroyer into 19 so it can go to 56 if I need it. I mean, he can probably get... Well, he's going to have to split his air force, so I'm probably going to have to protect Hawaii here. Because this is kind of deceiving, because he can move the 44 and then he's instantly threatening Western and Hawaii. Otherwise, I don't know why he's moved here. So, unless he's just going to transport these men into Burma as well, he can get a total of 10 infantry with his transports here. Oh, okay, he took the artillery off of Philippines, put it into Borneo, so I guess he's going for Western Australia. Right, so he took Szechuan with tank blitz, took Burma, Xinjiang, Soviet Far East, Yakut, and then took Kwangtung, and lost no infantry. Okay, so I'm just going to do my normal buy for kill Germany. So, okay, so this transport's going to pick up one guy, go to 8, take Northern. The rest of the men are going to move forward. One transport is going to be available, so maybe I move this transport to 10. These 2 infantry across, so that they're ready to be dropped into Europe. And then I'm going to have a transport. I'm going to have a transport over here, okay. And these 2 transports are going to take these 4, land in Morocco. Yeah, it's completely safe to do so. All of his planes are not in France or Northwestern, so I can send this small fleet to 13. It's only got a bomber in the area, so this battleship is kind of trapped now, because if he moves into 15, I can hit it with 2 fires and a bomber, which I might have to do. So the safe spot is 16 and 17 for this ship here. Okay. He could dump 6 units into Alaska. That'd be certainly something. If he wants to do the Alaska play, sure. I guess. But that takes a lot of resources from the Japanese to uphold. If he puts an IC in Alaska, it's going to take a lot of resources. And if I keep building my stack and he keeps building his, and he wants to bail out, he's got to invest in more transports to get as many men out of there as possible. So if he wants to do it, it's less. How can he do it? 1, 2. I have a fighter here. I could bring the bomber back to threaten the transports if he does move there. Yeah, I think I'll do that just to be on the safe side. So that these transports and this destroyer, I'll just nuke it with the fighter and the bomber, I think. And then the 6 infantry will be stuck until I can deal with it, of course. So I'm going to take one guy. Take Northwestern Europe here. And yes, take Morocco. Yes. This bomb is going to come back to Western Canada. Yeah. And the USA is going to be cannon fodder for the Russians here. And I think that's everything. Now I want him to hit this fleet, as I've said before. It's fine, they're not really that slowed down, they're just going to move to 12 the following turn and then catch up, so it's not, they haven't been delayed at all really. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I've changed my doctrine because I think both parties have to follow the same doctrine for the outcome to work. The outcome I want to work. But it's fine. He can't just send bomber and try and nuke my aircraft carrier. I do have a destroyer there to soak up one hit. Not that he'd ever do that. At the end of the day, he doesn't know my profile, so I doubt he's 600 IQ'd. Figured that out, so this fighter must go to West Russia, and this one's going to move. Delete that. Yep, that is happening, and then I did actually take that. Okay, so I'm going to move 2 guys. This transport to 10. Fighter and the bomber are going to stay with each other here. Alright, I think that's everything. I haven't missed what's going here, have I? 2 fighters, cruiser, aircraft carrier, plus 1 destroyer and another cruiser. Yep, that is correct. Yep, this is protected. Okay. No, I want to leave that there. No, it's fine. I can move it. Because it's still in range of 64, so I actually have this sub. I forgot about it. And the buy is high enough that I could probably dump a navy down if I need to. It'll ruin the flow of what I'm doing here, but I think it's necessary to stop him point capping me here. Right, 2 transports, a tank, 2 artillery and 3 infantry. I don't think he'd hit this, because there's so much US fleet here now. But it's fine, at least the UK fleet's intact. Right, this is a big buy for the Russians here. I could get another tank. No. I did want to do like a tank build for Russia, but I gotta stop what the Japanese are planning here. I want to make sure this is dead zone so we can't stack it. Okay, yeah, let's just get 5 infantry and 4 artillery. I could get a fighter, but I just want bodies on the ground, I think. $23, $25. It's a bit late, but I could get a fighter next round if I really want to. before the money runs out. Depends on Russia's situation. All I'm doing is sending 2 infantry here. And that's the only combat. I don't think Russia can send anything down south. I think the UK can handle it now. I've got to be careful. You could take Caucasus if I'm not careful. That's a bit problematic actually. I need enough units there to... he does have 3 fighters and a bomber on this target. Okay, if that's the case, I might move the AA gun down. Wow, okay, that's fine. I do have all my tanks, so I don't need infantry block in Russia. Okay. Yes, he could come here and take 2 infantry and then attack it with 2 infantry, a battleship, 3 fighters. And a bomber. It'd be 5 fighters if I failed to take Ukraine. And I'm just going to leave Bellow. I need every man I could spare, I think, into West Russia, so... Very nice. Very nice. Alright, so that is 13 infantry, 2 artillery. No, it's not. Where's the... Don't know where I got the other artillery from. Okay, so yeah, 13 artillery. I think I need to leave the AA gun here, man. He can hit me with... Would he really do that? Three fighters. Take it from Russia's nose, right under Russia's nose. Wow, okay. Well, if he really wants to hit that, if he really wants to... Nope. It's not what I wanted at all. If he wants to hit that, it's a profit for the Allies. Of course, if I get hits, that's the real thing. On average, the game reckons you'll have a bomber, a fighter, and infantry left. Super risky though. If I get 2 planes with my AA gun, oof. That is certainly rough. What if I move a tank down south as well? I'll make this a 60% chance to hold. Oh. If he goes for that and he fails, I mean, on average it's a plus 30 profit for the Allies. Downside is I don't have an AA gun here, so I don't think I'm going to risk that. I'll keep it a nice 70%. Okay, yeah. Alright then, yeah, if he really wants to hit this. If he takes it, it's fine, the UK can take it back. But this needs to be dealt with. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I mean, this is trapped now, so if he wants to... Well, unless he takes Transjordan. If he takes... Yeah, if he takes Transjordan, the battleship's safe. From the Americans. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so if he wants to keep this, he's got to go to 17, take Trans and Egypt. If not, if he doesn't move, I can hit this with 2 fighters. And a... Okay. 1, 2... 3 fighters, I mean. Yeah. 4 fighters. Yeah, the bomber's over here, so it's not available anymore. Yeah, okay then. That's fine. He can blitz that if he wants. The thing is, if he's gonna go for it, should I just keep my artillery behind? Yeah, I think I'll do that. You can only stack 3 infantry and 2 tanks here, but my main stacks here, I'm just gonna obliterate it anyway, so. And that's still a lot of attack power on this territory, so that should scare the Japanese. Okay, yeah, I'm happy with this then. Okay, so that is Russia round 3. I'll be back with UK round number 3. Alright, UK round 3. Germany brought 2 artilleries and 11 infantry. Artillery and an infantry into Karelia. Artillery 8 infantry into Germany. And 2 infantry into Italy. Combat. Took Belarusia for free. He took Egypt, losing 1 unit. He failed to take Northwestern, and he destroyed an infantry, lost an infantry and a fighter, which I'm very happy with. He must have been pretty adamant on losing, well, killing the infantry, I mean. So yeah, I'll take that, that's pretty good. I took Ukraine, no units lost, and he took Archangel, no units lost. So yeah, a bit of a mixed bag for Germany here. So we stacked Egypt. So I'm probably going to have to retreat. We'll leave the UK infantry here so he can't blitz his tank around. And then he stacked Italy, which is interesting. I suppose it's because I can technically attack it. And he doesn't have all of his planes in the air to take out this fleet, I don't think. Now, the way his plane's positioned, he's not dead zoning anywhere really. I can get away with a lot. I can get away, I think. So I was going through my moves and I can get away with having a fleet in 14, 13, 7 and 3. Which is insane, having a navy split like this. But his planes are just not in any position to do any damage really. I want to try and be as efficient as possible with my moves here. I could do a lot. The Americans could take both France and Norway, whilst the UK builds a navy in 7 and protects Sea Zone 3 for the Americans. Then the Americans could protect Sea Zone 13 from this bomber here. So these 3 transports can move. Then I can move a fleet into 14 and then threaten to wipe his battleship and transport out. I'm actually going to do that, or I wanted to do that initially, before I figured everything out, because this is just being a nuisance at this point. I want to deal with this problem now. I want to deal with this problem now. So yeah, I could probably do some move a couple ships into different areas to try and get I'm going to try to do everything. I think I can get away with that because most targets are only targeted by a bomber. So I'm going to intentionally leave a carrier and 2 fighters there on his own. He can have 2 fighters and a bomber attack Zone 3. But the idea is that he's going to be losing his air force as Germany. He's already lost 1 fighter. If he goes for that attack and he loses another 2 planes, that's a huge win for the Allies. It really is. So if I can starve him, pick at his air force, I'll totally do that. I don't mind spending 14 IPC a turn getting a new carrier every round. I'm fine with that. Because the UK has nothing else to do really. So I'm going to go for 3 infantry for India, 2 transports and a destroyer for Zone 7. And that is it, yes. Now I'm going to need to make notes to figure out where each ship has to be. So yeah, I'm going to offer him another trade here. I want him to hit Zone 3. I don't know the odds, but it's 3 on 3. It's a 2 and 2 4s against 2 3s and 1 4. So it's slightly in his favour. But hopefully the 2 fighters do some damage to him. It's fine if the UK loses half of its fleet, because then the US can subsidise for the UK here. So yeah, I think this is fine. I'm going to trade. I need to take Burma here. I haven't calculated what he can put down, but he has 5 transports. So that's at least 10 infantry plus these 4 that he can shove onto Burma. So I'm going to try and dead zone it whilst having a small army in Persia to try dead zone this with the Russians here. And I think I'm going to move this UK fighter to India because I want a bit more punch for my attacking. Yeah, my attack on Burma here. I can get away with that. I think I could still have a relatively high chance of defending West Russia. So yeah, I think this is going to be fine for the Allies here. Right, I think that is fine. The only thing I'm doing here is I have to take Burma here. If I cannot deal with this stack, I'm going to have to flee, I think. But hopefully I get one more turn where I can hold against everything he has. I do plan on fleeing Russia. Yeah, I'll see. It depends what Japan does. Yeah, so it depends what Japan does. If Japan stacks Burma and I cannot deal with it, and he has odds on India, I might give up West Russia. So all the American planes can come down and support, and maybe I could send some Russians down, maybe. I think that's fine giving up West Russia to protect India. I think India is slightly more important than West Russia in this case. And then if the pressure gets too much for Russia, I'll simply flee India. So the Americans are going to move here. He's going to take trans. Yeah, the battleship cannot escape, which is what I don't want. I don't want him escaping to the Indian Ocean here. So he is trapped. He will be dying round 4. Should die round 4. He could build a fleet in 15. I don't know if that's the right choice. If he's adamant on holding North Africa here and the Med, he could stick a fleet down, but that's one whole turn of no land units. And the American force is still here in mass, so I might still be able to wipe it out. Who knows? Right, anyway then, I think that is everything. I just have to take Burma. So yeah, me moving the fighter, the UK fighter from West Russia, gives me the option to retreat from it without losing anything of value really. So I'm glad I sent the extra infantry because I did need to take Burma at the end of the day. Yes, yeah, me moving this allows me to fully retreat with the Americans and the Russians here without losing a UK fighter. Okay, so I'm gonna pause and figure out where I gotta put all my ships. Okay, so yeah, I've left a note here because I need a battleship, aircraft carrier, 2 fighters and destroyer here, just to make sure that this dies pretty much. I can still hit it with it's dead. It doesn't matter where it goes, the fleet can go if I want to commit the American fleet to wipe it out. I might be able to just hit it with fighters. Then I'm going to have 2 destroyers sit in 13 with a cruiser to protect the free transports. That's the most important target to protect from this bomber, so I want to make sure that it's heavily in my favour. And then the secondary target is the UK fleet. It's going to have a destroyer and a cruiser. I mean, I don't know why I don't just put the carrier there with 2 fighters. I could just leave the cruiser in 3. The only thing that's targeting 7 is this bomber. So I have 2 chances to hit this bomber. And obviously, I mean, I could move the carrier there instead and put the cruiser there, because it is 1 transport I'm protecting at the end of the day, but I want to try and create a fight. I don't actually know the odds. Let's see, is it something he's willing to take? Pretty sure, yeah, he can only get 2 fighters, and I can get 2 fighters and a 2. So he has a 52% chance to win. Is it worth? Either that or I just set the transport. So on average, he's going to have 1 bomber left. I mean, the average is so close that the average is so close that he either has only a bomber left or he has no units left. It's so close. It's a 47% chance that he has nothing left over. It's a 30% chance he only has a bomber left, and then a 17% chance he has a bomber and a fighter. I mean, this might be questionable. Maybe I should just leave the carrier there to save the UK material. But like I said before, the US can subsidize with its own fleet to support the UK and its transports. So the reason I'm doing this is I want him to hit it and then lose 2 planes, right? And then he has 2 fighters and a bomber as his German Air Force. So yeah. Otherwise, I just put a cruiser there and I have a chance of killing 1 plane. I'd rather try and nuke. I mean, the odds are in his favour, but he should be taking heavy losses. That's how I think about it. So I'll give him that opportunity if he wants to take it. And yeah, I'm going to leave an infantry and artillery here to have some trading power into Kazakh. And I'm going to leave this guy here to die. Or do I not? I could move to Italian East, move the Americans here. It's worth nothing, so it's worth nothing. I'll retreat because if I need to, I can have this bomber assist with this infantry to try and take it out. Or have the Americans deal with it. Besides that, I think that's everything. Destroyer and 2 transports, and then 3 infantry. I have 6, 2, and 3. It's a decent bite. I don't know if it's enough to stop his stack though. But it might be enough to hold. Okay. Now, yes. So I'm having the carrier die first in this battle. And then the Americans are going to stay on standard carrier. Because obviously replenishing this carrier, it's you know, 1, 2, 3 turns, so and it's fine. I have plenty of American planes here to replace. Right, okay then. So we're catching up a little bit now after that brutal defeat from the Japanese. Wow, yes, I can't believe he has 7 fighters still. That's impressive, it really is. If he has the chance to force me off, he could stack it and then put his fighters across. That's so strong. So ideally I want to hold on to West Russia for as long as possible to stop him reinforcing. It's very impressive. Alright, that's the end of UK round 3. I'll be back with USA in round number 3. Alright, USA round 3. So Japan bought 2 infantry, a bomber, an artillery, and an industrial complex. Everything into Japan, and then an industry into Manchuria. Right, he took Western Australia. He attacked Burma, but failed. Very nice. So we can't stack it. Very good. Or he can't stack it with... Well, the UK doesn't have to invest much, that's what I mean. He took Evenki, lost no infantry. He took this territory. He took Kazakh, losing no infantry. So, yeah. Relatively successful round for Japan. So he's clearly gearing up to take Hawaii here. I have the choice. I could step up Dead Zone 53. I could do that. He doesn't have much. I already have a destroying carrier waiting. I could do it. I don't know if it hurt the US too much. Now I have said before, you know, doing the two ocean strategy is, it's not I don't know, I don't see it as effective. The opponents that have used it against me, it's not really shown much success, so I could give it a shot here. I could actually invest in a second navy. I mean, I'm liking the idea. I already have a small fleet here, so why not, right? Why not invest? Why not dead zone it? Why not get a transport and take it back after he takes it back? After he takes it, I mean. Because what I'm doing here with America is fine. Like, I can ration out my infantry until more reinforcements come. Because I'm still establishing a UK fleet at the end of the day, so... And in fact, I'm going to be grabbing another 9 points for the Americans this turn. Some... I mean, that's 50 income. I think the Americans can afford to do that, you know? Africa does need support. Definitely needs support. Gonna have to flee to South Africa with these units, I think. I think I messed up. I think I was supposed to move this guy here and not here. That's fine. It's fine. He's doomed now because I was hoping. I wanted to, you know, congregate on the South Africa, but no, I've just blundered the infantry here. Should have moved it here instead. But it's fine. So yeah, these units will probably make their way down, because obviously he's got too much force. Not for much longer though. I should be able to deal with this problem. Unless he buys a fleet. If he buys a fleet, it'll make the game very interesting, that's for sure. Can't say it's the right decision, but... German fleet, very interesting. But it's a kill Germany game, so getting a German fleet doesn't work because I'm already killing Germany first. So okay. Okay, so I'm gonna pause and think about my my buy here. Okay, so I'm thinking of 3 infantry and a tank. Yep. Okay, yeah. Prefer an artillery, but I'll get a tank. So the idea is that I need a transport in 56 to be ready to take it back, and I need to fill the transport coming back. I'm gonna have 1 transport come back and sit in 11, so I need to make sure there's enough infantry for this as well. So I've had to demote the battleship into a cruiser just to get enough. So yeah, I'm going to have 50 income the next turn, which can... If I want a battleship then, I could invest in one then. But it's fine. The cruiser's fine. I don't normally buy cruisers, but I have to. I have to get the discounted battleship, so I think this is fine. And yes, I'm getting the fighters, so... Okay, I think this buy is pretty good. Free. Okay, yeah. This is something new. I don't normally do this. I normally stick to one side with the Americans, but I think America's in a position only because of what... I mean, Germany's lost a fighter, and his position of fighters has allowed me to be super flexible with my navy. So I think I can get away with it. I think I can overextend myself without risking too much. So I have to commit one transport here, which is fine. I'll do, because he's going to obliterate. I don't want to waste. I will commit both infantry here though, because you can only hit it with tanks and airplanes. So, which, is that something he really wants to do? Probably not. And yeah, this transport's going to come back. These three are going to push forward with this small stack. There's... I think India's completely safe. I think I can move this with no problem. And I think I can hold West Russia with no problem. There isn't any can opener here. He's only got one tank, so he can't snipe. He's unlikely to snipe it. I might have to put some more infantry here, because he does have 3 fighters. And if I fail to take Kazakh, actually the UK can deal with that. Yeah, the UK could deal with Kazakh, unless I want the points. I'll decide that on Russia's turn. I'm getting sidetracked. So these notes here, I'm taking Norway, it's fine. Taking France, and this is the UK stuff. UK stuff, okay. Right, yeah. So a carrier, 2 fighters, destroyer, battleship, destroyer, cruiser, destroyer, yeah, I'll move forward here. I'll move forward. So he does have, but since he failed Burma, so he's got no infantry there, so I don't have to trade it this turn. He's only got 4 transports on India. I think India's fine. I think the UK can deal with it on its own. I don't need to put much thought into it, I don't think. I'm going to leave the bomber here. Give me a little bit more punch on 53. You can stay there, that's fine. Oh, okay. Forgot about this transport. That's fine. Okay, I've got a bonus transport that has nothing to do. It's fine. It can't do anything this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nowhere to land. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to make the decision right now if I'm actually stacking West Russia here. So I'm thinking through this. I think, because I can definitely hold West Russia this turn. But it might be better just to retreat to Russia. Russia's going to hit this with 2 infantry and artillery and a plane. Hopefully that's enough. I have to take Ukraine. Then I'm going to have this infantry and artillery take Archangel, which should allow me. Oh, the problem is his planes, man. If I give up West Russia, he can stack his planes on there. Oh, I don't know about that. I think I'm forced to stay on it. I want to hit Belarusia as well. I just don't have the material for it because I think I want to take this with the Russians here. It's either that or I try and take this with the Russians and have the UK deal with it. But there is a move that Germany can do. He could send the tank across and a bomber. So he could attack it with a tank and a bomber against an infantry and artillery. Now, I'm not sure of the odds on that. He has a 70% chance. And it's a 70% chance to take. He just sacks the bomber, right? Which will allow Japan to stack with his planes. Now, if I'm holding this and he can stack this, I need to retreat and then he can get more reinforcements down. So, I think I have to take Russia here, because if he spots that move, it's super strong. If he manages to, that's the thing, if he manages to take the territory, the odds of him losing everything is a 1 in 3 chance. He has a 2 in 3 chance to take the territory. If he does that, then the UK, like I said, the UK can't deal with the problem. If he kills everything in it, I can still send tanks to deal with the problem. But I didn't block trans, so he can blitz the tank across. So. Right, so the reason for me wanting to hit Belarusia here is to stop his tanks blitzing across, because he's put the AA here, so he clearly wants to put some sort of a stack here, right? I think I have to let him do that, because I want to commit the remaining 2 infantry here. To I mean, I might be able to appropriate the. He's still got. Okay. He's got an infantry and a tank and a bomber. and 2 fighters on Caucasus here. I might be able to appropriate Russia's buy. I mean, I do have 4 artillery incoming, so I could just stick the usual 4 infantry there. Okay, so with what I'm... So he's committed 2 fighters down here that cannot reach. So if I commit 2 infantry and artillery, so the only thing I'm taking away from here is the artillery. With everything that's in there right now, he has a 20% chance to win, so I don't necessarily have to add anything to West Russia. But he has an impressive amount of heavies still. He still has 11 heavies to my 8. And 9 lights to my 13. So yeah, I mean, yeah, 20%. It's a huge profit for the Allies on average. It's an 8, right, so it's an 8% battle, so I think I'm fine with that if I'm desperate. So really, can I go greedy like that? I take this, 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 and this. Okay, well, alright then, with that in mind, I'm gonna stick and stand in West Russia here. I have to take this though. Because obviously Russia won't be able to deal with that. Maybe, I do have 4 tanks and 2 fighters still. And depending on my buy, I'll have more. Okay, alright then. Right, cruiser, 2 destroyers, yes. Battleship, aircraft carrier, 2 fighters and a destroyer. Yes, okay. Right, enough stalling here. Now, do I want the tink? Yes. Do I want the tank on the west coast to take this back? Best case scenario, he has 2 infantry left. If he moves the fleet in, what's his follow-up? He's going to have another transport load. It's actually not even a big deal. It's not even a big deal. Because the transport can collect this dude. Okay then, with that in mind then, the tank can actually go on the left side. And if I need it, I'll use it. If not, it'll just simply move across. It's completely fine. Yeah, I forgot about that guy. Okay. Okay. None of this is your concern. 25. I think just a 7 and 1. I just need bodies. Considering I'm going greed mode, and apparently I want to take this, 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 and this. I can get away with 1 round of aggressive artillery. I just love Russia with artillery. It feels good. It feels good scaring both the Germans and the Japanese. So 3 infantry and artillery, then 3 infantry into Russia. Now, if he takes... Okay, so there is a chance here. He's going to take Archangel back. The tank can come down. 1, 2. See, yeah, the can opener definitely is there. 1, 2, 3. The planes can land. Ooh. That is scary. Wow, 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 wow. 1, 2. I can get 4. I can get 4 UK fighters there. If Germany doesn't hit this, of course. Ooh, really? Maybe stepping off was the better play. A tank. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 fighters, 1 bomber. 5, a tank, 5 fighters, and a bomber. That is probably is worth sniping, is it? Yeah, the can, yeah, it's definitely there, man. It's definitely there. Whether he sees it, it's another story, but obviously I can't leave this light. Oh, he does have an infantry as well. Yep. Okay. Ooh, okay. Ooh, this is pretty bad, actually. Maybe I have to leave this open then. Let the Germans take Caucasus here. I'd rather not. But I might need more infantry. I should probably look for can openers in my... This is what this is called. I'm gonna take this as Russia. Then Germany retakes it, which allows the tank to blitz and hit. That's what I'm talking about. So yes, like I've explained, he can get the tank in, 5 fighters and 1 bomber. Because technically these fighters can still land there. I'll do this here. Okay. Really? Greed mode here? This is insane. No. What I want is to... This sucks because I'm losing all this infantry. Okay, I'll do the bare minimum. Hopefully it pays off. Okay, so if I don't send anything there, yeah, because I've committed an extra infantry. 67, so I need to send some units here. I think the idea is these 3 artillery move forward. Making it 92. Okay. Is that the case though? Hopefully this pays off. So it'd be an extra infantry, 1 less artillery. Not that that matters. Which probably means that I am forced to move the air gun back. It's the can opener move is an 80% if I do not move the AA up. Which is fine, because if I'm desperate, I'll just move the bomber up. Make it a 90%. Yeah. I don't want Germany having an easy time with this. I want this AA gun to look so unattractive he does not want to commit his fighters and the bomber. After this round, minimal trades from Russia, I think. $16. Best case scenario, 18, 19, 21, 23. Okay, man. Yeah, best case scenario. Hopefully, Russia has some killer luck this round. Oh, okay. So we've taken Ukraine, very nice. We have to take this. Otherwise I lose the American fighters here. Come on, please don't play around with the dice here. Very nice. It sucks that I'm going to lose 3 infantry, but it makes the can opener a little bit harder if he's going to do a light trade. Oh, come on. Okay, that's a little concerning because that means he has 2 extra tanks. Okay. So now it's okay, so since this failed, it's now a 73% chance to hold. 74. Very nice. Okay, that was slightly more important. I suppose I should have committed the extra infantry. Well, we're really cutting it thin here, that's for sure. No more of this funny business. I have to run away. Wait. I completely forgot the infantry. He doesn't even need the can opener. What am I talking about? %77% chance to hold. Wow, am I really like messing around? I mean, it's still heavily in my favour, but I've had favours like this for India, and the opponent's gone for it and won. I gotta do it. I think I gotta do it, just to make sure that it doesn't happen. Okay, it didn't even... Okay, this might bite me. This because I'm taking risks here. But if my risks pay off, the actors will be punished for it. But just as well, I could be punished for it and throw the game right now. He has a 23% chance to take Russia with Japan. Without even a can opener, because I completely forgot that he has an infantry here. He has a 26% chance to take West Russia. I'm not even going to bother calculating this, because at the end of the day I assume he's going to lose some planes. This battle is should be a positive for the Allies here, if he goes for Caucasus. So, alright, okay then, let's lock this in. But these risks, if they pay off, if these battles, if he takes losses as well, Russia's done its job and it can turtle up for good, I think. I think I have a problem where I have Russia do a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Or I just get a little bit too greedy. But, I mean, 21, that's another 7 infantry if I still have Russia available, you know. Enough stalling. I'm banking on if he goes for this, he loses planes. I'm banking on if he goes for this, he loses planes. Problem is now is if he goes for it, there's less defense for Russia. So I've kind of like dug my own grave if he goes for it. So it's like, you know, I'm doing a little bit too much gambling here than I normally do. I don't know why I'm doing that. I just gotta wait for the US, man. I don't know why I'm playing around with luck like that. Okay, so that's the end of Russia round 4. And I'll be back with UK round 4. UK round 4. So Germany bought a fighter, 1 artillery, 9 infantry. Stepped forward into Anglo-Egyptian Sudan. He took northwestern back. He took France, no units lost, and he took Ukraine back and lost 1 infantry. I was expecting the Germans to hit this, but maybe the Japanese will. Or he's seen the can opener here. Okay, so I'm going to have to calculate his odds on India, so that I can send these 2 fighters and this bomber here. I have to, just in case he goes for it. I should have backed off with Russia last round. But I couldn't because I left the Americans there, so... But I'm definitely retreating this round. And hopefully as much infantry here survives, so I can just full retreat and do a full turtle mode. Yeah, that's killer. That really is killer. That's 5 fighters. 5 fighters, a bomber, a tank, and an infantry. Now, I do forget the odds on that, but clearly I'm desperate because I put a thing here. So, So yeah, Germany's moved his... What did he do here? So he moved a single infantry into Egypt. Okay, okay. 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 Interesting. So with the Americans, I might have to step forward with this fleet. So I can land it. I can... It depends if India needs defense. But it should be fine because... Okay, so yeah, with the United Kingdom, I'm moving these two fighters and these two fighters here. And this bomber. So if India's desperate for defense, I could just move them all down. So an idea is 1, 2, 3, 4. I can attack this and take Egypt right behind the Germans here. He's not. I have a battleship here, so it's very unlikely he's gonna be able to kill anything unless I fail to get 2 hits in the first round. But I could send these 2 fighters, 1, 2, 3, 4, land them on the carrier, and then these 2 fighters can land somewhere that is safe, I guess. I'll think about it. Or I just send it over here somewhere. I could send them to Caucasus, actually. That's a fort. I'll decide that on America's turn, but I will be killing this battleship here. And I think, yes, the US should take... or at least consider taking Egypt back, and then I can take Libya and Egypt. Okay, so India is it's in trouble. It's in trouble, but it should be fine. I can still get India to 68% chance to hold, which obviously is not ideal. It's not. I prefer it to be a lot higher than that. So he can get a lot of. I think obviously he's planned to take Hawaii and India in the same round. So it was definitely a good shout that I stood up here. I mean, if he had taken both, the game probably wouldn't be over. I think that's maybe why he stood his ground here and didn't hit this, because he's going to try and do this. But he still might go for the Russia attack still. And yeah, even if he takes both, I might still be able to keep flipping France every round. Or flip in Italy for a round with the Americans, so that could have gone pretty bad. I'm definitely happy I invested here. So yeah, like I said, I can get it to a 68% chance to hold if I buy a fighter and 2 tanks. Because the 2 fighters and the bomber they have to move here. They have to move into France, then into Russia. So yeah, I'm going for an infantry and artillery for the UK, and then a fighter and 2 tanks for India, which isn't ideal because I don't have much income as the UK at the moment anyway. But I'm hoping I'm going to commit these units to try and take France. And then, I mean, if the UK fails, the US will take it, and then the US will also take Northwestern here. I'm going to stack my navy into 8, but I have to make sure I take both Northwestern and France, otherwise he gets 2 extra fighters on Season 8, and it turns into a, I think he has a 60% chance to wipe out everything here, which is definitely worth it, because I'm going to have my transports and that there, so... But if I put the US and the UK here, I'm going to put this cruiser 2 destroyers, this cruiser destroyer and aircraft carrier in Season 8. I can get up to an 80% chance to hold. So this fleet is allowed to move and do what I want to do over here. And then I've left a series of notes for me to remember on America's turn. Okay, so yeah, I think that has to be the buy. The only thing I'm going to do, and it hurts sending the tank as well, but I think I have to make sure I take France here with the UK, because the UK's income's being taken away by the Germans, so I need to subsidise that for the UK here. So. And I've also changed the profile for bombers to die before the fighters, because after all the Russian infantry are dead, I want the bomber to die first and then the UK fighters, just in case. I mean, Japan has a choice. He either goes for India, which he has a 30% chance to take, and I do not remember his odds on Russia here. Give me a second. So yeah, like I said, he's got a 1 in 3 chance. He's got he's not exactly a 1 in 3. He's got a 30% chance to take India, and then he has a 22% chance to take Russia. This is very... If he takes Russia, that might be game ending, possibly. Maybe not. I can retreat everything into Russia, but Russia not having a turn to recruit and also inflating Japan's income, that's real bad. It's real bad. Japan already had a kill around 1. I don't really want him getting more awards. But if this falls, it's kind of my fault, because I should have stepped back, so... That should be everything. I don't think there's anything... I could strafe the infantry, but if he gets a hit, then it affects the defense that I've got, so... That's actually clutch that he failed to take Burma here. Otherwise this bomb would be involved as well. Okay, that should be everything. Also, if he takes India, it does suck for me because that's a lot of material lost. But it's a big profit for the Allies still, because he loses pretty much all of his aircraft on average. So, right, very nice. I took France. 2 fighters, bomber, 2 fighters. These guys move down, this guy's going to come here. Destroyer, carrier. Yeah, I just want to hold India for 1 more turn. I know I can retreat, because most of his attack power is his air force, but I think hopefully I can hold on to India for at least 1 more round. Because if I can, then the Americans are going to come and help. Or I just simply flee India and then wipe out whatever he stacks into India itself. Yeah, we're gonna see if fleeing India was the better play, that's for sure. Yeah, okay, so that is UK round 4. Okay, so we are slowly catching up here. Yep, so we're gonna see if Russia falls or India. Yeah, okay, so that's the end of UK round 4. I'll be back with USA round number 4. Alright, USA round 4. So Japan bought 9 infantry, a bomber, 1 artillery. He took Burma back. He took Eastern Australia. Took New Zealand, no units lost. He took Archangel, lost 1 infantry, killed 2 infantry and artillery, which kind of sucks. I was hoping I'd get another hit back, but oh well. And then he took Kazakh and then killed, you know, infantry and artillery, no units lost. So a very successful round for Japan here. So yeah, I'm giving up West Russia this turn, which obviously means Germany probably has the power to step forward and have the Japanese support them to hold, which is, there's nothing I can do about it. If he's going to move his stack off here, I'm probably going to start a Norway shuck. After the fleet has returned from the Med here. And since the Japanese have stacked its planes in Karelia now, we'll see. He can't. He's got 6 infantry and 8 guns, so he can have 8 infantry here, 2 tanks, and obviously to protect these planes. So yeah, I think he's still safe to step forward with everything. Because I was going to see if I can formulate a nasty punch with the UK and try and take them out, but probably not. But yeah, since the Japanese are here with their air force, I've got to be careful now for a 1-2 punch on my navy. Right, so he's split his navy up and he's also left transports unguarded, but obviously that's because I've moved my bomber away just to make sure that he couldn't snipe Russia here, which I'm not sure if he noticed or not, but well, as you can see, I still own Russia here, so I'm happy with that, and I still own India. There's no real threat on India this turn, so I can freely trade and probably move units out. I'll probably maintain a big stack, and then after Germany moves in, which I assume he's going to do, I'm probably going to move a huge stack out. Try and see if I can dead zone it. But the Japanese planes complicate a couple things. Now I'm going to do 8 infantry, 2 artillery, and then 3 subs. I'm going out the river that I normally do when I play in America. I'm actually going to invest in both in both oceans here. We'll see if that pays off or not. But I want to try and get his plane's attention. He's already committed a fighter down here. I want to get him to commit more. I want to get him to commit bombers to the Pacific, just to protect his assets here. The reason for the 3 subs is to help Dead Zone 53, so he can't go in with his fleet and protect the transport. He's got to sack a transport to take it. And I'm actually going to move my fleet to 42 because I have odds on his navy. I'm going to try and scare his navy off. I'm going to try and force him to combine his navy, so he can't be on this side of the Pacific, and also protect his transports. He's got to invest in more boats, which if I can get Japan to invest in more boats, that's a win for America here. And these units are going to go make their way into Europe. I think that is fine. The USA has the money, so why not? Don't need that. What am I doing here? I'm taking Egypt. I must take this. I do remember that. Must move my fleet here. Yeah, I'm going there to do that anyway. And I might as well take Finland. Okay, fair enough. And I must move this. Okay, yeah. Alright, seems pretty good. Right, so I'm going to take 2 guys. I'm going to take 1 guy from here, 2 guys. And then move my fleet into 17 here. Now, India does not need protecting, so 1, 2, 3, 4. These fighters can come down and land on the carrier. These 2 fighters can go 1, 2, 3, and then land in trans, I think. Gotta be careful, because he can. I might buy a destroyer, so he can't come across. I don't think he will, because he's only got a carrier and a fighter and a cruiser. But it might be worth trying to pick those 2 fighters off. So yeah, maybe a destroyer. Yeah. I think that's a good shout. Okay, so here I must take yeah, okay. So yeah, these guys can help the fight. 1 transport come here. Take this with a cruiser bombard. Hopefully that's enough to take. It has to be. Yeah, it kind of has to be enough. Unless I commit this infantry to take it as well. I have to take it, otherwise he has chances of wiping out my navy, so... Okay, yeah. Finally going to deal with that pesky battleship from the Germans. And the carrier hit, okay. Very nice. Yeah, that's no problem. Yeah, I don't know why the camera does that round the world thing. Okay, nice and simple. It does it every single time. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, very nice. Only valid spot. Interesting. To deal with this problem, oh, I can actually stack. I can stay here. I can bring these guys down. Okay, I'm gonna sort out my non-combat here. Alright, so yeah, I think this is. I'm happy with investing in the Pacific here. I want to try and clamp down on Japan's income just a little bit. So he doesn't, because he's got 48 a turn now, which is insane. I want to try and clamp that down a little bit. I'm going to stack Belgium Congo here. I don't think he has odds. And if he doesn't do anything, I'm just going to wipe it out with everything the Americans have. Yeah, he doesn't have odds on this. He could blitz the tank across and hide in Eastern Africa, which is probably the best move for him. It'll waste the Americans' time. I'd have to move into Rhodesia and also try and take this tank out, I guess. Or he just hides in Italian East Africa. Or he just comes back up, but that's fine. I'll just move these guys up and then invest more into Africa when I can. One aircraft carrier, 2 cruisers, and then 2 destroyers. Yep, okay. Okay, very nice. Yeah, I think this is the correct move here to protect these 2 fighters. I don't know what else he has on it. He could hit it with a bomber. He could hit it with a bomber and a fighter on their own. Actually, 1, 2, 3. No, we can't. If I block him, yeah. So it's only a bomber. If I block, it's only a bomber that can hit this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why would you land your bombers there? He would never do that, surely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, he's unlikely. He's going to own Kazakh. I'm going to dev stack it, so it's definitely a questionable move if he's going to commit bombers to try and hit this. Okay, well, besides that, that should be everything here. Make sure I'm on carrier keep. Yep. I've not calced West Russia, but I'm not taking the chance here. I'm just going to back off. Okay. Alright, 3 subs. And everything. Yes, that's fine. Yeah. And then I'm going to have I'm going to need more transports, because obviously these two are out of position. These guys, I'm pretty sure they're safe. I did check earlier. Yeah, they're safe. Alright. Yeah, I'm just checking I didn't throw the game and leave this open. Okay. That'd be insane. That'd be insane if I messed that up, but it's fine. Right, Russia is probably just going to be a simple 7 infantry. Just going to go to full turtle mode now, I think. Take this out. I'll see if I can do a small stack. The Russians here, so he can't take it back. I'll leave that as Japan, because if I flip it, he's just going to take it back, and that's a net. It's only 1 IPC profit for the Axis as a whole, but it's still a profit. I'm just going to leave it Japanese. Right, I'm going to pause here and sort out my moves. Alright, I think these are going to be my attack moves here. I was thinking of trying to stack Kazakh, the Russians, but it's just not feasible considering how much attack power. Even though he's only got 3 infantry and a tank, his air force is too much. It's way too much attack power. I'll just lose my tanks for no reason. So I'm going to try and take it light. I'm going to try and take Bellow light here with just an infantry and artillery, and then hopefully I get lucky and all 3 fights here. And I don't have enough strength to try and take this back, so it is what it is. I'm going to be full retreating here, which will free up these fighters. I'm pretty sure there is currently a 1-2 punch, which I'd be able to defend without my tanks, but I can't, so I can't stack Kazakhs, so everything's just going to run away into Russia. And yes, I think that is everything Russia can do this turn. So good luck. Yep, the fight has shown exactly why I sent it. Okay, finally it paid off. Just in time. Right, please can I get a hit? Very nice. Hopefully we can wipe this out. Very nice. Awesome. In that case, I'm going to stick the AA gun here. I think. Because he's only got... I mean, you can attack it with 3 infantry and a tank. But that's 3 1s and a 3. So hopefully I get some hitbacks if he does that. If not, then if he's going to commit planes, hopefully I pop 1. Or 2, we'll see. Yeah, I think this is fine. Okay, well, I don't know if this is a good use of the AA gun, because on its own, with just these 3 and the tank, it's 70%, so it doesn't actually have to really commit any planes to it, really. So, is it even worth it? It's just a shame, because I'm losing 3 Russian infantry now. But it's fine. Hopefully I get lucky, get like 2 hitbacks in the first round, because they're most likely going to die in the first round. So, and yeah, I think this is everything here for the Russians. Got my income back up to 21, so it's another 7 infantry. That's very nice. So I'll be on to 20 total infantry, roughly. But yeah, if he wants to come down here now, I'll definitely begin the... I'll actually do a Norway Shuck. I don't think I've actually done one yet in these placement games, but... Of course you have to adapt to your opponent, so... But that is what I will go for, because obviously if his main force is down here, then I can safely start stacking dead zoning, eventually kick Germany off of Karelia, and then start training these nice meaty territories for the Allies here, and maybe even flow units into Russia itself, if I can. Or I begin the pressure on Germany and bring the entire stack down to Baltic and try and wipe it out from there. We'll see. I'm going to keep my AA here because there's no point in risking it if he's going to try and check my my defense profile here. Actually, hang on. I want 4 down here. Yeah, so I can at least attempt to trade Ukraine, but he could probably stack it with what he has there. It's fine. I should be able to, yeah, he's probably going to move here and here at the same time, which will kick me off Caucasus anyway, so... Okay then, yep. Okay, that is the end of Russia round 5. Okay, well 50 attack power compared to 97 right now is okay. And the Allies, it looks like we have recovered from round 1. So hopefully the lead, well, it's going to be Germany's go, but hopefully we can get the lead somehow. Yes, that is Russia round 5, and I'll be back with UK round 5.